welcome here. So it's been about 3 months since we moved into this house. If you missed my moving videos, I will link them in the description box down below. But if you saw those videos, you might know that we bought this house fully furnished. So when we moved from our old house, we just picked up a lot of our organization systems and tried to retrofit them into this house. And in some cases that worked great, and in some cases it did not. But before we went out and bought anything new, we wanted to kind of live here for a while, figure out what was working, what wasn't working, where we could maybe shift things around. And then finally, now after 3 months, I feel ready to create some new systems. So in today's video, I'm going to take you along as I hit a couple of the spots in my house that really need sort of a new organization system. And I did go out and get a few new organizational things now that I know what I wanted. I tried to be as intentional as possible about it. I'm hoping that I can reuse some other things in a different way. So today we're going to hit, I think it's like 6 or 7 parts of the house. Hold on, I made a list. Okay, so it's 7 different spots. A bathroom drawer, a cabinet in the kitchen, bag storage under the sink in the kitchen, vacuum storage, a utensil drawer in the kitchen, and then also my dresser. All right, let's jump right in. All right, first off, here are the new things that I bought. This is specifically for under the sink. It's a really funky space with all the pipes and stuff under there. You'll see, I'll show you. So I wanted to make sure that we got something that fit because the one that I was using in my old house did not fit. These are drawer dividers for the dresser, some utensil trays. This is specifically for a long and narrow cabinet in the kitchen that I need to organize. Same thing for that in the kitchen. And then the other spots, I'm going to try and reuse some stuff that I already have. All right, so let's head over. So this is the first spot. This is just like a little bit chaotic right now. That all used to be housed in a bamboo box that did not fit under here. It was too tall and would run into that pole back there. What is that? Not a pole, a pipe. The pipe back there. So I'm going to try and contain this all in that box so it's easy for me to pull it in and out. And then I think that's it under here. That kind of needs to stay. That's our water filter. So it's really just kind of this half of the cabinet. So I'm going to pull everything out, clean it, and then hopefully get it a little bit more organized. Moment of truth. Does it fit? Yes. Measured right. It took a little trial and error to get everything to fit with the pipes under here, but that feels much better to me. And this box is light enough that I can sort of pick it up and drag it out if I need to. But I tried to do it so that the things that I grab for most often are in the front, and the things that I grab for less often are in the back. And I just used this was like a leftover salsa jar to contain all of that in there. I just feel like it's working really well for me. I'm also starting a little bit of a declutter pile too. I don't know how much there's going to be today, but these 2 rags I never use. They're also a little bit worn out and they don't grab the dust like they used to. So I'm going to get rid of those. And now next, I think let's move on to this mug cabinet. Okay, so the mug part of this I actually think is working just fine. Our mugs seem to fit in there. What's not working is whatever is happening down here. This started with just having some of our handmade pottery in it, and now there's like some bud vases, there's this thing of sand, there's some serving dishes. This is just like kind of a mishmash, and every time I go to reach for something, I knock something else over. So I'm also thinking that I might be able to use this cabinet for some of this. We have these long, skinny cabinets in here, and I just honestly don't know what to do with them right now. It just has salt and pepper in it. But I think maybe some of the bowls and stuff can go in here. So let's try that. All right, we're making some progress. This I'm gonna declutter. I really like this, but the holes don't actually work to strain tea. Every time I try and use it, it just does not work. But I'm looking through all of these little like bud vases that I have, and I don't think I need them all, but I'm struggling on which ones to keep and which ones to get rid of. This one I definitely like, and this came from my parents' house, so I think I'm gonna keep this one for sure. But these, I just feel like I don't need them all. I really like the way this one looks, but is it serving the same purpose as this one? They're kind of the same size. This is hard. And then I feel like I need at least one of these for like maybe teeny tinies. Okay, so we'll keep the clear one. Ugh, it's really high. Okay, so I know I want to keep this. So I guess this goes in declutter. This is gonna get rehomed. I'll put somewhere else. Oh, this is hard. I guess I'll keep it. And then I like how this is coming together with some of the serving dishes in here. I think I'll keep this, and then this is all of our handmade pottery, and I'll put that back in here. And then I think I'll just, for now, keep putting our salt and our pepper in here. All right, so this is feeling a little bit better to me. So in here now, all of our mugs, the handmade pottery over here, and then all of the vases at the top, and then some of the serving dishes, and then the salt and pepper at the bottom. All right, what's next? So if I move down into here, this basically has all of the vacuum parts in it. And what is annoying is that this is also very narrow and very deep, and it's annoying to have to reach all the way into the back. And so for that, I bought this long, skinny, like coated cardboard thing. And so I'm hoping this actually might be too skinny. I don't know, let's give it a shot. All right, so I'm actually gonna declutter this wall mounted part of this because we do not mount the vacuum on the wall in here. So I'm gonna put this in the declutter pile, and I'm actually gonna come back to this later because I'm really trying to clean out this cabinet. I don't know if you can see in here, when we bought this house, some sort of laundry detergent had exploded in here, and the old owners just left it. And so I worked really hard to clean it when we moved in and couldn't get it all out. And there's still some in there, like baked on there. And it has like a really strong fragrance to it. Every time I open this cabinet, I can't stand it. So I'm letting some product sit on there to see if then maybe I can get it a little bit more clean. So maybe I'll just fill this and see how these fit in here, and then we'll come back later and clean it. All right, I have one more thing to do in here, which is this utensil drawer. I'm not sure I have the right containers for this, and they might come out of doing an organization in another part of the house, but maybe we at least start this. I actually think this will be pretty quick, because I really just want to contain them, because every time I open the drawer, they like slam around everywhere and it drives me crazy. So I think this will be. Well, we start with a failure. That doesn't fit. Okay, maybe we just. That's annoying. Okay, maybe this ends up going somewhere else. I don't know, maybe I'll live with this for a little while, but I'm not sure that really did anything. Okay, let's move on. All right, into the bedroom. Don't mind the bed, it is laundry day here, but I'm actually gonna go into the bathroom. So in our old house, we had these like very deep drawers that I could keep everything in. But here we have no linen closet and we just have these drawers. So under the sink, like this one's taken with toilet paper. This one has some of Murphy's things and like all of our first aid stuff and like backup stuff. This is toothbrush, toothpaste. This is Murphy, so this ends up being my drawer. And I hate this. Like, I hate that the brush doesn't fit. Anytime I go to get like a thing for my, like a hair tie or anything, like I always end up just throwing it in the drawer. These always knock over and these things move around. The soft close in this drawer is broken, so every time I close it, it like slams everything and they fall over. So my idea for this is to put everything in this zipper pouch that I have. So like all of these small things would be in a zipper pouch, and I take these bamboo things out, and that'll give me a little bit more room. So hopefully like the brush will have a place to actually fit and not sit on top of everything. So we'll see. That might end up being annoying to like take a zipper pouch in and out and like rummage around in it, but let's see if that works. Okay, so this is what it's like now. I guess it remains to be seen if I like this. I like that I can pretty easily pick this up and take it out and do what I need to do and then move it back in, and it fits well in the drawer. So maybe this is all right. I guess this is okay. I think it's gonna move around less when I close the drawer than the bamboo boxes did, so that's something too, I guess. All right, let's keep going. All right, so I'm gonna move on to the dresser. So in our old house, we had an IKEA dresser, and these little drawer cubes fit perfectly in that dresser, but they're not the right size for this dresser, the one that came with the house essentially. So like I could fit 2 in here, but 3 wasn't really fitting. And I feel like I'm not using all of the space I could be with these. Same thing down here, like I could only fit one of these big ones. The other one was like awkwardly not fitting. And same thing, like I think there's more space to be utilized in here. So I'm gonna swap those out for drawer dividers and see if these work any better. I'm pretty sure these are like spring loaded. Yeah? Yeah, they're spring loaded. So I'm gonna see if this will be a more efficient use of the space in here. But unfortunately to do that, I think I gotta take all of the clothes out. And I'm not gonna actually touch the one up here because the dividers up here are actually working very nicely. So just these 2 drawers, I think. Okay, it was a little bit of trial and error, but I think we're pretty close. So yoga leggings are over here. I remember that I had 2 pairs of joggers in the laundry. So this is gonna be the sleep section. So 1 pair of sleep shorts, and then the 2 pairs of joggers will go there. And then all of the pants and shorts over here. All right, let's tackle this one. Oh my goodness, what have I been doing my whole life that I haven't been using drawer dividers? Look how much better this is. Long sleeves, tank tops, t-shirts, crop tops. That's so much easier. Yeah, this is a big win. Love it. All right, we have one more thing to do. All right, so coming back into the kitchen, under here, this baggage storage is not working. Baggage? Did I say baggage storage? I meant bag storage. You know, like all of these silicone bags and these sorts of things. This doesn't fit. So let's see if we can find something else. Okay, so I first think I need to go through these because I can't see it so much that I don't even know what's in it. And this is all what I use for food storage specifically. I always save plastic bags if they come into my life because they always come in handy. And then all of these silicone bags, I use these for pretty much everything. Okay, I know I don't use this. We can add this to the declutter pile. So I think I have another one of these that I'm not using. I wonder if we could stack them. Would that fit in here? Let's go look again. 2 on top of one another. That might fit in here. It might fit. Let's try. Okay, I tried stacking them and I hated it. I knew it was just gonna be a pain to get into the bottom one and it was just gonna end up being more of a mess. So I like the side by side. I think that this is working well. And then I just moved another large glass jar up to this shelf so that I had more room down here. All right, I think the last thing is to see if we can get this vacuum part cabinet clean now that it's been sitting with the product on it for a little while. So I'm gonna scrub that and then I think we're gonna be done. So when I was cleaning underneath the sink, I found this old razor blade. So I'm wondering if this will, oh, it seems to be coming up. Scrape some of this detergent up. So I'm gonna try this, but this feels dangerous to do with one hand and the camera in the other hand. I'll be right back, I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, it worked pretty all right. So I'm just gonna stick this extra filter in the back there, and then hopefully this slides right in. Beautiful. That's definitely gonna be easier. I can just pick this whole thing up and bring it out when I need different vacuum parts. Oh, that works great, I love it. And then here is our final declutter pile. Not a lot today, but I do feel really good about the organization, except this drawer. If anybody has any ideas about how I can make this better, I think this is the best it's gonna be for today. At least it's not all moving around in there. All right, that is it for today's video. Thank you for organizing with me. Oh, before you go, next up is definitely paper clutter. I am being overrun with paper clutter right now. After buying the house, I just have like stacks and stacks of paper. So my next organization project is definitely finding a system that works in this house for my office and my paper clutter. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.